Mortensen.org. This is a nonprofit organization that makes a massive difference in people's lives. They specialize in helping people with their small businesses and turning them into large businesses. And today we have Kurt Mortensen on with us. We're going to be talking about the rules of thumb. There's 25 rules of thumb that are good for whatever you're doing. I don't care what kind of a business you're doing. These are also things that you want to be thinking about when you're doing your investing. But number one is to sell what the market will buy. It's not what you want to sell. It's what works for you and what is going to be profitable to be able to do. And so Kurt's on. So I'm going to turn the time over to Kurt. Kurt, take it away.
Welcome to the Academy for Creating Enterprise, 25 Rules of Thumb. Each one of these will help you start your business, increase your business, and grow your business. Take good notes, keep a journal, and of course there'll always be homework that you need to make sure you do because that's the application to these rules of thumb. So we're going to talk about to sell what the market will buy. This is rule of thumb number 1. To sell what the market will buy. Remember, we got to start, grow, expand, and continually give back, help out, change the world, make the world a better place. Now, of course, it's obvious that we have to sell what the market will buy, but sometimes we get so close to it, so excited about something that's going to sell because we want it, but does the market want it? Will they buy it? Will they use it? Will they come back for more? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. And so how do you find out this information? How do you do a little market research, as we call it, to find out if your idea is good, the market likes it? Just because you like it doesn't mean the market likes it. You have to check your ego at the door. I know you like it, I know you're excited about it, but does the market want it? So let's watch a few videos. The first one is Business on a Stick. Just kind of listen to the feedback this person is getting. And then we're going to talk about talking to customers. And think about, while we watch these videos, what ways are shown in these videos to find out what customers will buy? And are there other ways or other things you can do to find out, to talk to people, to talk to potential customers, to find out if they'll buy your product or service? Let's do it.
So, what is a successful business? It's all about helping people solve their problems. It's about understanding customers. If someone has a need and you help them solve it, they will pay you. And that's good. But how do you find out what customers need?
Hello, I'm trying to start a business. Have any of you ever run a business?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. What are they?
Well, see, I just love bats. So I sell bats on a stick. Sort of a pet, you know. Got to love them. Feed them flies.
Really?
Yeah.
How is it going?
Well, not great. People don't seem to get it. And they bite sometimes.
Oh. How about you?
I'm really good at cooking.
Cooking?
Right. So I got this recipe for butter on a stick.
On a stick?
I'm really good at it.
How is that going for you?
Oh, I've sold a couple. Well, one.
And you?
Yeah, so I watch people on the street at different times of the day, and I ask them questions. And I watch what they buy and when and for how much. And I talk with people who are selling stuff about what worked and what didn't. I was interested in a food business because they are easy to get into, and I like food and I like people.
Really? You did all that?
Yeah, for several days. It was really interesting.
I bet it was. What did you find out?
Well, I was surprised. I found out that in the afternoon and evening, people want something sweet and convenient and not too expensive and fun. You know, a treat to give them a lift or to share with a friend or their family. So I tried a few things and talked to more people.
And did you find any answers?
Yeah, I found out that if you put a banana on a stick and coat it with just a little chocolate, the right kind, and then add these sprinkles to it, well, people just love it, especially if you're in the right location at the right time.
Really?
Yeah, my friend and I sold 400 the first couple of days and made a ton of money. Really met the need. It was simple and profitable.
Wow. So what's next?
I'm quitting.
Quitting?
Yeah, it's a lot of work on hot days.
So would you mind if I take over your idea?
Nah, all yours. Go right ahead.
If you don't mind, I'd love to ask you a couple questions.
Go
Is that
ahead.
okay?
Sure.
Why do you come here specifically as opposed to going somewhere else?
Well, I live right up the street, first of all, and secondly, I had some corn the other day. My wife and I just thought that was heaven. We really enjoy, and their potatoes are even better than their corn. It's very good. It's organic. It's excellent tasting. And it's good for you.
So they fulfill on their produce. Is there anything that, for example, Linda does specifically that really makes you feel comfortable and confident with this place?
Yeah, she's honest. She'll tell you if this is good, if this isn't so good, if it was out in the sun too long or whatever. She's honest, and she has a money-back guarantee. You know, if you don't like it, you come back and get your money back.
Okay, so as a customer, what do you think is the most important to you?
Quality, service, friendship.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I love that input. So
Buy some corn.
I think I might just have to.
Potatoes, those red potatoes, man. They are
Well, if you treat all your
primo.
customers like this, I mean,
Primo.
you don't need to do any publicity.
That's
'cause
why they keep coming.
That's exactly what you said.
That's right, exactly. That's why we keep coming back.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
You're welcome.
We won't hold you all day, so
Okay.
pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
So hopefully you took some great notes here to find out the questions they asked that really dug deep to find out if that was a viable product or service that could be used in the marketplace. Did you think of any other ways that you could find out about what customers will buy? Can you talk to them face to face like the videos? Can you use social media, email, text, talk to people on the street? Just make sure it's not your closest friends and your family members. Now, it's okay to start there, but sometimes they'll say that's a great idea, even though deep down they might not think it is. So get as much feedback, as much information as you can from the whole market, from the people that will be buying your product and service, not just family and friends. Again, you can start there, but make sure you talk to other people that could be potential customers that can give you good feedback. So let's get into some of that expert advice. If you have a specific product that you think will be successful, show it to customers and ask them if they would buy it on a regular basis. Again, I've been excited about a product. The market's going to love it. I loved it, but once it went out there, people weren't excited about it. It didn't sell like it should sell because we didn't do the market research. So talk to people, appreciate the feedback, keep asking them questions, dig a little deeper. Again, check your ego at the door. It doesn't matter what you think. It's better to find out now before you launch a business that the market doesn't want it than to launch it, spend the money, and to fail. Do as many surveys as you can and look for a theme or a pattern of things that people want, don't want. Because just because one person says it doesn't mean it's the truth. But if 10 people, 20 people say it, now you're onto a pattern that can help you launch a successful product or service. Now, if you don't have an idea of what you want to sell, talk with customers to see what kinds of products or services they want to buy. But they don't buy these products or services because they can't find the product at a convenient location. People want things that are easy. What can you make available? They don't want to walk. They don't want to drive. They want it close. They want it simple. They want it easy. Maybe they want it delivered. Maybe they want stores open later. Maybe there's a product or service that's not available locally. Those are the things that you're looking for. Just ask the simple questions. What's the one thing you wish this market, this store, this particular service had? Ask people. What are you looking for? What do you want? And start collecting that information. It could be on your phone, on a piece of paper, on a spreadsheet, however you want to do it. Keep track of the information that you are getting. And for some of you, maybe you don't want to talk to strangers, but hey, get out there, talk to strangers. Think about it. Most people love to give their opinions. They want to tell people what they want, what they think, what they know. They want to do that. So put your fear aside, talk to people, realize that most people will love to give their opinions. When they're not super busy, have to get to an appointment, you have a smile on your face, People love to give opinions. I remember one of my favorite restaurants. They asked my opinion. What do you think? What about our food? Hey, love your food, love your breakfast. But I love breakfast. That's my favorite meal of the day. Can I get breakfast 24 hours a day? It says I can't get it after 10:30 a.m. What if I come in the afternoon for lunch, for dinner, want breakfast? Can I get breakfast? And I found out later I was not the only one because they changed it to where you could get breakfast 24 hours a day. Simple thing, increased my loyalty and increased their business. Next one is make a list of products or services and ask users which ones they would buy. So as you're doing your research, you're compiling a list of products or services and say, hey, what's the most important to you? Rank from the most important to the least important. Get the information. But do be careful here that you can't have 17 things on this list. The brain can handle 3, maybe 4 things. Because when the brain gets overwhelmed, it shuts down. So 3, maybe 4, have them rank them, ask them which one's the most important, whatever works for you. In fact, there was a supermarket. They did a little test with these jams, right? These preserves. And they had 17 on the table. Hey, try them out, rank them. Which one's the best? We'll give you a half-off coupon. And the brain can't handle it. People couldn't do it. It hurt sales. But when they reduced the number, easier on the brain, it increased sales. Or there's this person that was selling investments. I was watching them. They told the person, hey, here are the 77 investments that fit your needs. Okay, brain can't handle it. 3, maybe 4. Again, you can do this face-to-face, social media, email, text, while you're on the bus, while you're walking. Now, if you're going to do it in public, many times you have to get permission to be able to do it, depending where you're standing. Just think about that and try to get different people, different demographics, different education levels, different backgrounds. Those are things that can really help you out. Then you can visit other businesses that have products that would compete with your products. Look for how products are marketed and priced, how they serve their customers, what they're doing well, what you would do different. This is called benchmarking. It's how business is done. You look at your competitors. What do you like? What are they doing well? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that different. I'm going to do that better. I'm not going to do that. You can send others to watch, others to buy, others to purchase to see how they're treated, and ask them, what did you like? What would you do different? What didn't you like? Always be curious and always ask why. This is how great businesses are started, as they benchmark other businesses. Ask for feedback. This way you can start it the right way. Not what you think is right, but what your customers think is right. So here's your homework. Think about what products or services would you like to buy, but you can't find them. And then you start asking other people the same question. And come up with a plan. Decide on 1 or 2 ideas on how to talk to customers about what they want to buy. Can you send them a survey, talk face-to-face, social media, email, text, all of the above? Pick a couple now that you can start getting feedback on a potential product or service. And during the next 30 days, just start talking to people, getting the feedback, collecting the information, and look for that pattern, that trend, that theme to tell you which direction to go and how to start your business the right way. Hey, even the big companies make mistakes because we get so close to what we do. We think it's the greatest idea, but it's not. So even these huge billion-dollar companies make mistakes. Harley-Davidson's, they make motorcycles. They thought they should come out with a perfume, a fragrance. Customers don't associate these motorcycles with a perfume, and it was not aligned with their core image. Crystal Pepsi. So Pepsi came out with a clear cola. Why did it fail? Their customers love cola, but not a clear cola. Cola's not clear. Cola is brown. And the market didn't want it because it changed the taste, it changed the color of something they already liked. What happened with Coca-Cola is they were losing market share to Pepsi. Pepsi was doing a blind taste test, and people were preferring the taste of Pepsi to Coke, almost 3-1. So Coca-Cola is spending 10 times more in marketing, losing market share. They panic and decide to come out with new Coke, right? New Coke. They changed the flavor. They launched it, and it was mass hysteria. People were freaking out. There were bomb threats. There was picketing. There were fights at the supermarket for the old stuff. Things got so out of control that Coke had to switch back to old Coke. And they asked the CEO and said, what happened? He says, we forgot about the passion, the emotional attachment that people had for a product or service. They would have gone to Coca-Cola drinkers and showed them the two different ones. Instead of launching it without doing the correct research, it would have saved them a lot of money. So you're doing it ahead of time instead of waiting for the market to tell you, hey, we don't want it. That is the key to sell what the market will buy. So do your homework. You decide first what you would like to buy, but you can't find it, or like to have, but no one's offering it. Decide how you're going to get that information. Do this. It'll make a difference. It'll make your business stronger. Make it happen. Do your homework, and we'll see you in the next session.
Thanks, Kurt. And again, as you talk about habit number, well, there's habit number one, you got to make more money. And most of you have a small business, but if that's your job, you got to get into six. Six is we got to add real estate and we got to add a big business, how to figure out how to take that small business and turn it into a big business. And that's why we're so excited and aggressive in that area. So there's all kinds of wonderful classes. If you simply go to the foundation, then go to courses, you can pull that down to go through the ACE classes, the Academy for Creative Enterprise. And or you can go to the-academy.org if you're interested in finding an organization. They have 1,000 chapters all over the world. It's a nonprofit, and they help you